Scott Plaza, the right-hander of the Sonoma Stoppers. And there's Scott, 4-2, 458, 74 2/3, 79 hits, 33 walks, 61 strikeouts. So Scott's turned in a nice season here for the Stoppers. Trying to give them a chance to win this thing outright here tonight. 282, 4-22 for Odomar Valdez as he takes in there for a strike. And the count 0-1. Scott Plaza, the right-hander, entering his second full season as a professional. First in Sonoma. Here's a bunt. Plaza off the mound to get it. Throws over to first in time to get him. Good play by Scott Plaza, getting off that mound in a hurry and getting the speedy Odomar Valdez, who tried to bunt his way on. And that is how the bottom of the first gets underway. So Valdez out number one, trying to bunt, and that'll bring up a B.J. Gwynn. So Odomar out 1-3. All right, here's B.J. Gwynn. Left-handed batter waits, and Plaza's pitch to him. Breaking ball stays inside, and the count goes 1-1 strike. Here's the numbers on B.J., 285, so they've been going up lately. 3 home runs, 22 RBIs. Here's the pitch to him, swinging, lifts this one in the air, right center field. And going over there is Hibbert, and the center fielder in left center. Matt Hibbert makes the catch. B.J. Gwynn is out number 2. And here comes Vinny Galletti, league leader in RBIs, the league leader in batting average. And here is the Stompers defensively. Metzger, Hibbert, Lococo, left to right in the outfield. Miyadera at third, Fox at short. Yuki Yasuda in his usual spot at second. Scott David is at first. Daniel Comstock gets the start behind the plate. For the aforementioned right-hander, Scott Plaza, his first pitch to Vinny Galletti misses ball 1. And there you see the spectacular numbers from Vinny Galletti. And are those MVP worthy? Well, they certainly are. Swinging a ground ball right side. Yasuda has it, bobbles it, recovers, throws him out. And it's a 1-2-3 inning for the Sonoma Stoppers. Through 1 here in Pittsburgh. Stoppers and Diamonds, no score. And for the Diamonds, and then Bautista, then Marta Carrena, the middle part of the order to face the Stoppers. And it's a 1-0 game now as we look out to San Rafael, and the Pacifics leading the Admirals by a score of 1-0. The Pacifics picking up a run in the bottom of the first inning. And there's a swing and a miss by Wallace, and that apparently got a piece of the catcher, Daniel Comstock. So Comstock
rub some dirt on it.
Ailing a little bit, and they'll give him a little bit of time to get over that. So Wallace, no balls with 1 strike to him. Picked up a home run last night, his 18th of the year. Continues to have a fine year with the bat. And one thing they certainly get from Wes is a rangy guy out there in center field. Here's the pitch to him, and that one is on the outside corner, a strike. And the count 0-2 with Gerald Bautista waiting on deck. Diamonds finishing up the 2017 campaign here tonight. Swing and a miss, and down goes Wes Wallace on strike. So he strikes out, and that's probably the only thing that's wrong with his game is these strikeouts. That is strikeout 101 for Wes Wallace. That is a whole lot of strikeouts, but he's hitting right around 300. Driven in 53 runs coming in. We told you about the 18 home runs, so if you're going to have numbers like that, well, they'll take the strikeout. Bautista, 220, 8 home runs, 29 RBIs. And Gerald waits and swings and fouls this one off at the plate. It's going to roll up the third baseline, but That bounced on the other side of the plate. That's going to be a foul ball. The count 0-1 with Marta Corena waiting on deck. And Gerald Bautista coming over from the Admirals. Right near the end of the first half. He was hitting .292 there. The Admirals made a whole lot of changes. Things really worked out. Here's the pitch, swinging a ground ball up the middle. Yasuda ranging behind the bag, backhands, throws. The scoop by Scott David to get him. What a play. Yuki Yasuda from behind the bag at second base on a ball that it was hit. I didn't think hard enough that it was going to get to Yuki soon enough that he was going to have a chance to make that play, and somehow he did. Boy, the Stompers have just played fantastic baseball here in this series, and you see that replay. Good work of the truck guys. Nice look at that one. Clearly got Batista at first base. Boy, and with the plays that Metzger made in left yesterday and a couple of plays that Fox made, boy, they played great defense in addition to getting such great starting pitching. Here's the pitch to Marta Corena, and that's swung on and missed for a strike. So the Diamonds got to be frustrated by what the Stompers are doing, because they've been shut down offensively. Just one run over 2 games. Here's the pitch, and that misses, and the count goes to 1 ball and 1 strike on Marta Corena. Marty waits, the 1-1 pitch, and swung on and missed strike 2. And he's down the count 1 ball and 2 strikes. So the Diamonds have struggled offensively in the first 2 games of this series, but looked like a handful of times they had base hits, maybe even extra base hits, and the Stompers have been able to take some of those away. Taylor Thurber had a great night pitching last night for the Stompers. Here's the pitch, and Marta Corena swings and fouls this one off to the right side and out of play, and the count 1-2. So this was the team the Diamonds were chasing all year long, and just had some trouble beating this team. And looking at that first half, the Diamonds and the Stompers kind of even in their games against Vallejo and San Rafael. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Marty reaches out, pokes this one out to left field. Metzger is there, and right in his tracks, he makes the catch. Diamonds done in the second, nothing across. Great play out there at second base by Yasuda. After 2 full between the Stompers and the Diamonds from Pittsburgh, no score. Pittsburgh, bottom half of the third, they find themselves now trailing 2-0 here. 2 runs, 4 hits, no errors for Sonoma. 0-0-1 for Pittsburgh. It'll be J.J. Wagner, Kevin Farley, and Corey Mello, the first 3 to face Scott Plaza. A couple of 1-2-3 frames from Plaza. He's picked up the 1 strikeout, and he starts J.J. Wagner off with a strike, and the count 0-1. So Plaza through 2 innings, very efficient with his pitch count. A 1 pitch, and that's looked like a sinker possibly there. Going down at the strike zone, taken low for a ball. 1 ball and 1 strike. Wagner trying to get it started for Pittsburgh. Here is, boy, a breaking ball, the outside corner, nicely placed. Just did catch a piece of that outside half. And they count 1 ball and 2 strikes. Darkness descending here at the 7 o'clock start. Here on a RotoCare night in Pittsburgh. Final night of the season. And the Diamonds talked about the bullpen that will be reworked going into the 2018 campaign. And, well, the Diamonds with a new minority owner being brought in, Wolfgang Kroski of Kroski Real Estate. Well, the Diamonds have a lot of plans. They have a lot more promotional events. Big swing and a miss on 1 low in the zone. And down goes J.J. Wagner with the strikeout. And that'll bring up Kevin Farley. So the Diamonds planning to have a lot more promotions going on next year. A lot more giveaways and things that'll be happening at the ballpark. And you can keep up with all that at DiamondsProBall.com. Well, lots going to be happening out here at the ballpark in 2018. Should be a very exciting season for Diamonds baseball. Be part of it. And remember, it looks like we're going to have a 6-team league next year. Here's the pitch, and that one is inside for a ball. 1 ball and no strikes. Now, I was told that the Martinez franchise and also a franchise out in Napa were done deals, and they would be here for next year. And that one is up high for a ball. 2 balls and no strikes. But Karam Shah said he was speaking to the audience tonight that he said that we hope to have those 2 teams. So it's a bit of a contradiction there for me. And there's a strike in there, 2 balls and 1 strike. But when I talked to Commissioner Stone, a couple of weeks ago, he talked about it like that was a done deal. We were going to have 6 teams next year, and we certainly would not go to 5 if only one of them was available. 2-1 pitch, and that one is a ground ball left side, backhanded by Fox in the hole, throws to first, picked out by Scott David, and another fine play by a middle infielder. Here are the stoppers. That is the second excellent play by the stopper defense here tonight. Look at it again from Fox. His momentum going away from first base, able to make that long throw. And Scott David doing a nice job picking it over there at first base. And that is out number 2. Farley is out 6-3, but that hardly tells the story. So Yasuda got Bautista on a fine play. And now Derek Fox does likewise to Kevin Farley. Here's the pitch to Corey Mello, and that's high for a ball. And the Diamonds watching Metzger make those plays and the plays that they're making tonight. Diamonds are wondering, what do we got to do to get base hits? This one is low for a ball, and we count 2 balls and no strikes to Corey Mello. And you immediately saw Scott Plaza, the pitcher, point to his shortstop as to say, great play, Derek. 2-0 pitch, and that one is in there, a strike. And they count 2 balls and 1 strike to Corey Mello. And Mello trying to get this back to the top of the order for Odomar Valdez. 2-1, swinging a foul, and the count goes 2-2. So the Diamond's going to rework that bullpen, and the lineup is just going to change. So many of these guys from all over the country and outside the country. Where they will be in 2018 for so many of them is anybody's guess. I talked to Aaron Miles in San Rafael about what would be happening, and he simply told me that it's just way too early to tell right now. And of course, with a couple of more teams potentially coming in, likely coming in, there's going to be not much more competition for good players. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Here it is to Mello. Swinging, he fouls this one down the third base line. And the count remains 2 balls and 2 strikes. Aaron Miles, the Diamond skipper, coaching on down to third base. I'm getting a good look at his bobblehead over here at the scorer's table. And Aaron was so very happy. There's Aaron Miles. Mr. Bobblehead right there. And he was so happy to get that one as he did not have a chance to get one while he was in the majors. There's a swing and a ground ball left side, and Miyadera giving chase, but that's a foul ball. And the count remains 2-2, and he told me, well, guys like Pujols, well, those are the guys who get bobbleheads. The star players. The utility guys like Aaron, well, they have to wait till they're managing here in the Pacific Association to get theirs. All right, Corey Mello waits. Another 2-2 pitch to him. Breaking ball swung on and missed. Ball gets away. Comstock out there to get it. Throws down to first to complete the strikeout. And it's another 1-2-3 inning for Scott Plaza. He has faced the minimum through 3. And at the end of 3, Stoppers 2, Diamonds nothing. All right, Odomar Valdez to lead it off as we head to the bottom of the 4. 2-0 Stoppers. First one in there to Odomar. Strike 1. And the count, no balls and 1 strike to Valdez. Bounce back to the pitcher his first time. And he hits this one, a little flare. That's going to be caught by the second baseman, Yasuda. And he takes care of that one. 1 up and 1 down here for Scott Plaza. And now B.J. Gwynn will come up to bat. Nobody aboard and 1 down. So Scott Plaza and this starting pitching of the Stompers has been, well, they've been good all year. Let's make no mistake about that. But they have been excellent here in this series. Taylor Thurber last night had a great night. The pitch to B.J. Gwynn, a breaking ball in there, just kind of floats into the strike zone. Strike one. And the 0-1 pitch, and that one is taken low for a ball. 1 ball and 1 strike. So the Diamonds trying to get on the board. Just 1 run so far in this series for Pittsburgh. Gwynn waits, the 1-1 pitch to him, swinging a ground ball. Yasuda circling this one, he's got it. Fires over to first, off the bag comes David, but gets back to the bag quickly to record out number 2, and just that fast. 2 up and 2 down. Gwynn bounces out to second base. Here's Vinny Galletti. He bounced out to second his first time. And he bats here with the bases empty and 2 down. So Scott Plaza right now making quick work of the Diamonds. Through 3 2/3, he has faced the minimum. That's a pitch in there for a strike to Vinny, and the count no balls and 1 strike. Here is the pitch to Vinny, and that is up high for a ball. The 1-1 pitch to Galletti, swinging. That ball's hit hard, but foul right side. And the count no balls. Or now 1 ball and 2 strikes to Galletti as you look at those numbers coming in. '64 RBIs on top of the RBI leaderboard. The 1-2 pitch to Galletti, swing and a foul ball right side. And the count stays at 1 and 2 as Vinny battling Scott Plaza here. A 1-1 score from San Rafael. Admirals and the Pacifics all tied up in Marin County. Here's the 1-2 pitch to Vinny. Takes that one low. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Diamonds in this series have run into a Stompers team that they're hitting very well, they're pitching very well, and their defense has been outstanding. Here's a 2-2 pitch, swinging a foul left side and up and over the screen. That'll get out of play. Take a look back there real quick, and you see the soccer players in the field over there, adjacent to the ballpark. There they are. Those guys are hardcore, and they'll play till late in the night. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Vinny. Here it is, swinging this one lifted in the air over third baseman. That's going to drop in for a base hit. Vinny rounds first. He's headed for second. Now he's going to stop as the ball is picked up out there by Metzger. Vinny was thinking about 2 bases, but Metzger was over there in a hurry. Foul territory, wide of the left field line. And I thought Vinny was with 2 outs that he might be a little more aggressive than that and go ahead and try to get into second base. But he's a guy who doesn't have great speed. And you see the defense that the Stompers have been playing tonight. I'll tell you, I don't blame them for stopping at first. You give Wes Wallace a chance, the team leader in home runs. Picked up number 18 last night, and probably not a bad decision by Vinny to go ahead and let Wallace have a chance with a runner on base, and you never know, one swing could tie this one up. So Vinny, first base runner of the night for the Diamonds. This one on the left side, picked up by Fox. He goes over to second in time to cut down Vinny at second base, and that will do it. So we are through 4 innings of play here in Pittsburgh. Diamonds and Stompers. It's the Stompers 2-0 over Pittsburgh. But the Stompers cannot get that knockout punch, so even though he has not had his best stuff tonight, he is still pitching a pretty good game and keeping the Diamonds in contention here. So the Diamonds now will lead it off with Gerald Bautista, Marta Corena, and J.J. Wagner here in the home half of the 5th.
number 29, Gerald Bautista.
Bautista, there are the numbers. Overall around that 250 mark. Here's the pitch, and that is in there for a strike. And the count 1 ball and no strikes. Bautista trying to get aboard for Marta Corena, and here's the pitch. And that one is hit well into left center field. Over comes Hibbert, racing over, reaches up and makes the catch. It's Rotocare night at the ballpark. Rotocare provides care to the growing population of working and unemployed residents who are unable to pay for primary health care. Rotocare Bay Area is heavily supported through grants, donations, and the hard work of our volunteers. Our clinics are expanding their service capacity to accommodate patient needs, especially in the prevention and management of injury through physical therapy and chronic conditions such as hypertension, diabetes, asthma, and respiratory conditions. Click or call us today for an appointment. All right, nobody aboard, one out for Marta Corena. The pitch to him turns him away, but the ball catches the inside part of the play, and the count 0-1 to Marty. So Bautista flies out to center. Marta Corena flew to left his first time. Here's the pitch, and he swings and misses, doesn't get it. And the count 0-2 to Marty. There you see the numbers for him. Marta Corena off to a good start this season, but has tailed off as the season has moved on. Still put up pretty good numbers and played nicely in left field for Pittsburgh. Here's the pitch, swinging a foul back and out of play. And Marty made a dazzling catch in yesterday's game out in left field, racing back into the corner and kind of catching one over his shoulder. There's Aaron Miles looking on. Pitch to Marty. That one is low for a ball, and the count 1 ball and 2 strikes. Gonzalez, Thurber, and now Scott Plaza. And well, the Diamonds have been dazzled here by stopper pitching, and this one is outside for a ball. 2 balls and 2 strikes, but what a lineup the Diamonds have. Power, speed, a lot of guys who can get you a base hit, but they have been shut down in this series. Here's the 2-2 pitch, swing and a foul, right side and out of play. And the count remains at 2 balls and 2 strikes, but one thing you've seen from the Diamonds is when they get down in ball games, and this was even last year as well, they have the ability to get off the deck. That has not happened so far in this series, but you're always expecting them to get it going offensively at some point. Here's the 2-2 pitch to Marta Corena, up high for a ball, and the count goes full now, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Marty waving that bat up high. Plaza a long looked into the windup, kicks and fires, payoff pitch. Marty reaches out and hits this one into right center field. Hibbert going over, he'll get there and make the catch. So Marta Corena hits it pretty well, looping liner, but fairly routine for Matt Hibbert out there in center field. So Hibbert takes care of Bautista and Marta Corena, and that's 2 outs in the inning. Here's J.J. Wagner. He struck out leading off the third and made a nice play defensively over there at third base tonight. Now Wagner bouts here with nobody aboard and 2 down. So far for the Diamonds, only 1 man has reached, and that was Vinny Galletti with a double in the 4th inning. Other than that, it has been 1, 2, 3 innings for the Diamonds, and right now Wagner trying to avoid that here in the 5th. Pitch to JJ, and this one up high for a ball. 1 ball and no strikes. Pitch count now at 53 for Scott Plaza. Very good number there, and this one is just outside for a ball, so he's under 15 per. That's certainly where you want to be. Two-0 pitch, big swing and a miss, and the count 2-1 to JJ. Right-hander waits the 2-1 pitch, and that one on the outside corner for a strike, and the count 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Bottom half of the 5th inning, a 2-0 lead for Sonoma. Just 7 hits in the ball game. 6 of those belong to the stoppers. 2-2 pitch, swing and a miss, strike 3. Another 1-2-3 inning as J.J. Wagner strikes out for the 2nd time. That ends the 5th. To the top of the 6th we go. It's Sonoma 2, Diamonds nothing. And hoping next year, Martinez and Napa as well. So here's Kevin Farley, and I was just alerted to the fact that Marta Carrera in that last half inning had come out of the game in left field. And Farley, who was replaced at catcher by Joe Randazzo, Farley had moved from catcher to left field. And I'm always alerted to these things well after the fact. But there was the change for you. There's a pitch, and that is in there for a strike. Here we count 0-1 to Farley. Another inning of work for Scott Plaza. Got himself a shutout going. The 0-1 pitch to Farley, and started to swing, holds up, and that pitch does miss. 1 ball and 1 strike. Plaza with the sign, and he winds, deals the 1-1 swing and a foul, and the count goes 1-2. Scott Plaza certainly has things going his way, and you see the pitch count not very high. He's been very efficient with his number of pitches here tonight, just 59 so far, and now a long conversation with his battery mate Daniel Comstock as they decide how to complete this at bat here to Kevin Farley. Farley spent time with the Stoppers this year, coming over to the Diamonds a couple of weeks ago. Certainly a candidate for the Diamonds to be one of their catchers next year. Here's the pitch, swing, and this one into right center field. Coming over is the right fielder Lococo. He has it in right center field for out number 1, and that is how the bottom of the 6th starts for the Diamonds. Farley a fly ball to right. And here's Corey Mello, the shortstop and 9th place hitter. No Mello bounce, nobody aboard, and 1 down, and the pitch to him, and started to swing, holds up, takes a ball. Count 1 ball and no strikes. There were the numbers on Corey, 276, 4 RBIs, limited action here this year. 1 ball, no strikes to Corey. Here's the pitch, and that a fastball in there for a strike, and the count goes, well, actually he missed with that pitch. 2 balls and no strikes. I got to slow down here and let Danny Speck call the balls and strikes, and I'll just call the game. 2-0 pitch. 3-0 as that one is low. My vantage point, I'm sitting behind home plate, just off to the right, slightly up the first base line. So I'm kind of off center a bit, and the 3-0 pitch, and that one misses, ball 4. So the Diamonds get a 1-out walk here, and Mello's aboard.
Now batting, the designated hitter, number 2.
So that is just the 2nd Diamond to reach base. They've got a double and they've got a walk, and that's it. Here comes Otomar Valdez. One on, one out for Otomar. Diamond's still well within striking distance here, and still a bit of baseball left to be played, and that's a strike in there, and the count 0-1. Wide open there on the left side of the infield. Here's the pitch, swing and a miss, and the count 0-2 to Otomar Valdez. And the third baseman, Miyadera, playing few steps off the line at third base, even with the bag. Now a throw over to first, and you have Derek Fox kind of shading towards second base as the stopper's looking for a double play ball. So on that left side, there is some room for Valdez. DJ Gwynn waits on deck. 0-2 pitch, and Odomar just slaps at that one to stay alive. Really, at the last possible second, pulling the trigger. And that swing was all arms. That was a very defensive swing that time by Odomar Valdez. Did not have the lower half into that one at all, but able to fight off a tough pitch. And the count remains at 0-2 to number 2. Diamond's DH tonight. Valdez, here's the pitch, and that one is a breaking ball low, and the count 1 ball and 2 strikes. So I'm sure the stoppers are aware of the situation out in San Rafael. And the only way they can clinch tonight and win the championship is by winning and having Vallejo lose. A 1-2 pitch swung on, popped up left side. Miadera behind third base, giving chase toward the line. He falls down, he can't make the catch. Corey Mello hustling into second. Here comes the throw, it's not in time. So let's take another look at this one. Miadera going back, and he kind of overran it a little bit, stumbled as he went for it, fell down, he couldn't make the catch. And on the play, Corey Mello had stopped halfway between first and second, as you're supposed to do, to see whether or not that ball is going to get caught. No infield fly rule. It was just too far back into the outfield. And when Corey saw that it wasn't caught, he hustled into second base just ahead of the throw. Well, it looks like they're going to call that a pop fly base hit for Odomar. Well, the Diamonds will take it first and second now, and BJ Gwynn representing the tying run. He comes up to the plate, breaking ball, swings and fouls it off. And the count 0-1 with Vinny Galletti coming up on deck. So the Diamonds catch a break on a ball that it looked like Miadera should have made, unable to do so. And sometimes when you're going back on that ball, there is Vinny Galletti. When you're going back on that ball from third base, that's kind of an awkward situation, and sometimes the shortstop has a better angle to that baseball. Here's the pitch, and that one, boy, he took something off there for Scott Plaza. Nice pitch by Scott. In there for strike 2, and the count no balls and 2 strikes here to BJ Gwynn. Stoppers looking for a possible championship here tonight. Diamonds trying to spoil the party on the season finale here in Pittsburgh, and this one is fouled off and out of play. Been a lot of fun this year, been a lot of good Diamonds baseball, and proves, I'm sure there's going to be a lot more in 2018. I'll check that out. We'll get it started next summer in June. Should be a whole lot of new promotions and a lot of different things happening here at the ballpark. Lots going on here at Diamonds baseball. Be part of it. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Gwynn swinging a ground ball, and that is going to be into right field, a base hit. Mello's going to round third, and now he's going to hold up, falls down as the throw is cut off, coming in from right field. And the bases are going to be loaded. And here is a chance now for Vinny Galletti to pick up some more RBIs and continue to make a run at the MVP. And that'll be announced a little while after the season. And Vinny Galletti, the league's leading hitter, top of the list in RBIs as well, and a chance to pick up some more with a base hit. Here you see the numbers on Vinny. That's coming into tonight's play. And so far tonight for Vinny, he's got a double in 2 trips. So BJ Gwynn going to pick up the base hit. So BJ's numbers continue to go up as the season has gone along. He had been down to 270, but coming into tonight with a 285. Now a meeting on the mound. Miyoshi wants to talk it over with Scott Plaza, the rest of the infield joining in. So the Stompers looked to be in control of this game, but you go back to Travis Blackley's work, even though he didn't have his best stuff, but only giving up the 3 runs through 6 innings, and one of those runs unearned. So Blackley, a quality start delivered to the Diamonds, even when he was not at his best. And now the Diamond offense a chance to get even here or better here in the frame. Here's the pitch, and that's up high and away. Ball 1. 1 ball and no strikes to Galletti. Farley started it off with a fly ball to right. Mellow walk, pop fly base hit for Valdez. And a line drive base hit to right for B.J. Gwynn. Galletti waits. Plaza comes set. The 1-0 pitch, and that is low for a ball. Comstock making a nice short hop pickup on that last one. And he came out from behind the plate ready to throw down to third base had Corey Mello gotten off the bag too far. Two-0 pitch. That's low for a ball. It's 3-0. Wes Wallace waits on deck. So all of a sudden, things get intense here. A game that the Stompers need to win. There's Wes Wallace. 3-0 pitch to Vinny, and that misses ball 4. And Vinny's going to pick up RBI number 65. Gets this one with a walk. Here comes Corey Mello to score, and the Diamonds are on the board. It's 3-1, and still just 1 out in the inning.
Now batting center fielder.
Looking down into the bullpen for the Stompers. I don't see anybody throwing down there right now, but looks like they're starting to get loose and go through some of those calisthenics. Here's Wes Wallace. And the pitch to Wes, and that one's on the outside corner, a strike, and the count 0-1. So Wes Wallace can tie it with a base hit. B.J. Gwynn out there at second base with pretty good speed representing the potential tying run. Gerald Bautista in the on-deck circle. Here's the pitch, swinging a ground ball foul wide of third. And the count goes no balls and 2 strikes. Well, here's been the problem. We talked about the strikeouts for Wes Wallace. Somebody that the Diamonds obviously want back next year. And if he could get that part of his game corrected, he'd be a guy that would have a chance to win the MVP. Hitting over 300 most of the year, just under that right now. The 0-2 pitch to Wes, and that's way up high for a ball. The count 1-2, and Scott Plaza all of a sudden having some troubles here in the home half of the 6th. Yielded a couple of hits and a run here in the inning. Big swing and a miss by Wallace, and down he goes for out number 2. You know, you say about the guy who strikes out a lot, if you have the good numbers, you'll accept that. And then one of the things they point to is like, well, if you're striking out, at least you're not hitting it into a double play. The problem is when you're striking out, you're also not helping to move runners along. You're simply not giving yourself enough opportunities to get hits that could help your team score runs. Still a very fine year for Wes Wallace, and as I said, a guy the Diamonds would love to have back. Here's Bautista now, bases full, 2 outs, and he slams one into left field. That's going to get down for a base hit. Odomar scores. Here comes Gwynn. Here comes the throw. He scores. Throw down the third is in time to get the runner at third. Vinny Galletti he's upset with the call. He's yelling at Mark Beller, the field umpire, who is in good position to call it, and hopefully we'll get another look at that one. And Aaron Miles is going to go talk to Mark Beller, who doesn't really want to have a conversation. But the Diamonds score 3 runs. They tie it at 3. We are through 6 here from Pittsburgh. Diamonds and Stompers, a 3-3 tie. And the pitch, and that one is in there for a strike to Joe Randazzo. And the count, no balls and 1 strike. Some defensive changes. Matt Lococo has gone from right field to first base. Scott David out of the game. Here's a swing and a foul ball as Randazzo breaks his bat. So he'll He'll go get some new lumber. Lococo goes from right to first base. Marcus Bradley comes into the ball game, and now he is in right field. So a new bat here for Randazzo. So just as the Diamonds tie the ball game at 3, the Stompers come back with 2 runs in their half of the 7th, and they lead it now 5-3. Check the out-of-town scoreboard. A 9-3 lead for Vallejo in San Rafael, and they have gone to the 7th there. So Vallejo well on their way to a victory. Of course, Vallejo winning last night 7-3. Dave Donnelly ended up getting the win for the Admirals as he went 6 innings, 6 hits, 2 earned runs. Max Beatty for San Rafael. Well, Max took the loss, 4 innings, 6 hits, 5 runs, 4 earned, 7 Ks. Swinging a ground ball right side. Yuki Asuda has it, spins, fires to first in time for the out. Second very good play for Yuki Asuda. That was a nice play going to his left. The one earlier in the ballgame when he went behind the bag at second base, backhanded the ball, and then threw out Bautista at first base. That was a great play. So the Stompers continue to show us why they are the defending Pacific Association champions. Make no mistake about that. They have played a fantastic series here in Pittsburgh in the last 3 games of the 2017 campaign. Here's a pitch in there for a strike. And up to J.J. Wagner. So Randazzo took over at catcher and ended up hitting in Marta Carena's spot here in the 7th. And this one is rolled foul. So here's J.J. Wagner, a couple of strikeouts in the ball game, leading off the 3rd and then 1 more in the 5th. Diamonds again trying to get off the deck. They were down 3-0. Looking a bit listless, but came up with 3 runs to tie it in the 6th. There's the pitch, swinging a foul back up and over the screen and out of play. So last night in Vallejo, Donnelly the win, Beatty the loss. One of the newer Admirals came on and has been a big part of the second half for Vallejo. Quentin Rohrbaugh, the second baseman, homered yesterday. Picked up 3 RBIs with that shot. This one swung on and missed by Wagner, and he tossed down to first base in time. And Wagner, well, he's pulled the hat trick tonight. He struck out now 3 times. So Randazzo grounds out to second. Wagner strikes out. And here comes Kevin Farley, 0 for 2 tonight. Grounded out to the shortstop in the 3rd, flew out to right, leading off the 6th. And listen to his walk-up music if you can't hear it. It's Eric Bird and the Animals with House of the Rising Sun. Here's the pitch, and that went inside for a ball. Don't find too many of these young guys that like that old rock music from back in the day. Usually reserved for, well, guys like me over 40. Here's the 1-0 pitch, and that one is in there, a strike. And I'm forgetting who it is, but it was one of the San Rafael players. Walk-up music, Ozzy Osbourne and Over the Mountain. Here's the 1-1 pitch, swinging a foul. This one back to the screen, and the count goes 1-2. I always figured all these guys were into rap music now, but apparently not. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Kevin Farley. Nobody aboard, 2 down. We're in the 7th inning. Diamonds trail it by 2. Scott Plaza has gone all the way so far. This one way outside for a ball. All the way so far for the Stompers. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Farley holding that bat very low. Here's the pitch to him now. Swinging hammers. This one foul right side. That'll get out of play. So nobody throwing in the Diamond bullpen, and with Mike Gunn, and really a starter and a guy that, well, he can give you multiple innings if you need it. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Outside ball 3, 3-2. Corey Mello would be next. Plaza, a long look in at Comstock. Now they come set. Here's a 3-2 pitch. Swung on and missed strike three. Farley goes down. A 1-2-3 inning for Scott Plaza and the Stoppers as we go to the 8th inning now. Stoppers 5, Diamonds 3.